The Hittite Empire was one of the most significant civilizations of the ancient Near East, flourishing in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, between approximately 1600 and 1200 BCE. Known for their military prowess, diplomatic relations, and advanced legal systems, the Hittites played a key role in the politics of the region, competing with powerful states like Egypt, Assyria, and Babylon. The Hittites were an Indo-European people who settled in central Anatolia around 2000 BCE. They blended with the local Hattian population and began establishing small city-states. The first major period of Hittite history is known as the Old Kingdom, ca. 1650 to 1500 BCE, which started under the rule of Hattusili I, who founded the capital Hattusa, near modern-day Boğazkale, Turkey. Hattusili I and his successors began expanding their territory, launching military campaigns against neighboring states in Anatolia, northern Syria, and Mesopotamia. Hittite kings were seen as both political and religious leaders, intermediaries between the gods and their people. The Hittite state was a monarchy, with the king holding both political and religious authority. The king was supported by a complex bureaucracy and a council of nobles known as the Panku, which limited his power. Although the king held significant power, he was often constrained by the influence of powerful local elites and his family. The Hittite legal system was sophisticated, with written laws that were relatively lenient compared to other ancient legal codes, focusing on compensation rather than harsh punishment. The society was hierarchically structured, with a clear division between the ruling elite, warriors, and the common people, who were largely farmers and artisans. The Hittite language, one of the earliest attested Indo-European languages, was written in cuneiform on clay tablets. These tablets, many of which were discovered in Hattusa, have provided scholars with valuable insights into Hittite political, legal, and religious life. The New Kingdom, or Empire period, ca. 1400 to 1200 BCE, marked the height of Hittite power. Under kings like Suppiluliuma I, ca. 1344 to 1322 BCE, the Hittite Empire expanded significantly, particularly in Syria, where they clashed with Egypt for control of key territories. Suppiluliuma I is known for his military successes and diplomatic acumen. He forged alliances through treaties and marriage diplomacy, consolidating Hittite dominance in the region. His reign also marked a shift in the balance of power, with the Hittites becoming one of the dominant empires of the Near East. One of the most famous events of this period is the Battle of Kadesh, ca. 1274 BCE, fought between the Hittites, led by Muwatalli II, and the Egyptians under Ramses II. Although the battle was inconclusive, it resulted in one of the first known international peace treaties, signed by Hattusili III and Ramses II. Hittite religion was polytheistic, with a pantheon that included gods from both their own Indo-European traditions and the cultures they interacted with, such as Mesopotamia and Syria. Tahuna, the storm god, was one of their principal deities, while Hanuana, the mother goddess, was also highly revered. The Hittites believed in a vast array of deities, many of whom were associated with natural elements like storms, mountains, and rivers. Their culture was heavily influenced by neighboring civilizations, and they were particularly adept at assimilating foreign religious practices and gods. This adaptability extended to other areas of their culture, including law, art, and technology. The Hittites were among the earliest users of iron, contributing to their military strength and marking the transition to the Iron Age in the Near East. The Hittite Empire began to decline around 1200 BCE, largely due to external pressures and internal instability. A combination of factors, including invasions by the Sea Peoples, internal revolts, and increasing threats from Assyria, weakened the empire. By the end of the 12th century BCE, Hattusa had been abandoned and the empire fragmented into smaller, independent Neo-Hittite states. The fall of the Hittite Empire coincided with the broader collapse of Bronze Age civilizations across the eastern Mediterranean, but the legacy of the Hittites continued through these smaller states, which lasted for several centuries. For many centuries, the Hittites were forgotten by history until the late 19th and early 20th centuries, when archaeologists discovered the ruins of Hattusa and unearthed thousands of clay tablets. These discoveries revolutionized our understanding of the Hittites, revealing them as a major power in the ancient world. Their influence on law, diplomacy, and military strategy, as well as their role in the development of ironworking, left a lasting impact on the civilizations that followed. In summary, the Hittites were a formidable empire whose military, political, and cultural achievements made them a dominant force in the ancient Near East. Despite their eventual decline, their contributions to history and their interactions with other great powers like Egypt and Assyria have cemented their place in the annals of ancient history.